it's a dope movie, and it's a French movie. So the French know all about relationships because that's what they're known for. Paris,
we speak all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's the language of love.
That's like French Ebonics. We're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost when I was in church drinking.
Like, they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Okay, there we go. I don't know.
So, look, the freaking rabbit, man. I swear.
So, I've watched videos of rabbits eating online. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me why. I watch rabbits and gophers eat on YouTube, and that's how they eat. Just like,
yeah, over there smacking.
I saw this video today of some otters. Like, they're at like a not SeaWorld, like one of those like zoos and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it was one of the otters' 5th birthdays. So they set up this little thing. They just put a bunch of ice out there, and they had some sea urchins, some clams and stuff. And they had a little thing that says 5 years, and they let the otters go in, and the otters went in there. They were rolling around the ice, looking at everything. Then they would take them, like the sea urchins and the clams, and they tuck them in and hold them like they robbing the place.
Yeah.
And they hold them like this, and they run over to the water. They hop in the water. They lay on their backs, lay it all on their stomach, and they just be munching on it. I don't know why that video made me super happy.
Yeah, I don't know either, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
like animals.
Speaking of animals, welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta. What's going on, everybody?
So, if you're just listening and you're not watching, my lips is smacking.
Yeah.
And the reason, I'm sure it's overbearing over the audio right now, but the reason why I'm doing that is because I only had a snack earlier, so I had to get this little extra in my stomach. That way I don't get slizzard on this episode.
You know how your baby kidneys are. Shit.
I got kid liver. Chris got like ancient liver.
Yeah, for real. Look, I can't even argue that one.
That's a type of liver with cowboys out in the pasture ain't got nothing to do but drink and ride their horse.
Hey,
I mean, I feel like that's you. I feel like that's who you descended from.
I said I was an ancient warrior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, more like a booty warrior, not an ancient.
The Fleece Johnson. I'm a warrior.
I like you and I want you. Now we can do this easy way or the hard way.
Choice is yours. Man.
I know y'all likes to call him Chris Handsome. I likes to call him Chris Handsome.
Hell yeah. Man, that's gotta be Boondock's best episode.
Dude, that's between that and the one where they go where they're trying to go find the Xbox killer.
I don't remember that one.
The one where Samuel L. Jackson plays the other white dude. And at the beginning of the movie, they're trying to rob the house.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's talking on the Bluetooth headphone. Yeah. He's like, oh, you looking real good right now.
He said, who are you talking to?
Such a classic show, man. I miss it. They need to come out with more episodes.
Man, all they do is crack on real shit in cartoon form.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best. I mean, when you can just...
Those are the black version of South Park.
Yeah, when you can take like real world events and stuff like that and then move them into cartoons in a funny way.
Yeah.
Like, this is episode of Bob's Burgers. I gotta send it to you, but it's got there's this white lady in this video of this white lady back in the day, and she was like trying to teach hip hop dancing.
I actually looked it up. You told me about it, and I looked it up. That shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, she goes, when you walk, when you step like this, and, the feet are straight. That's not hip hop. You take your feet sideways.
That's hip hop. And she was like, and everything's a snap. It's a snap, snap. I was like, what the hell? Somebody find this lady in 2022 and see what the hell she's doing.
I would love to see her battle someone.
Oh God.
I was like Save the Last Dance, but just like an old school version.
Shit, I don't know what that is. They didn't put in electric boogaloo and breaking.
Bro, the way they tried to shoehorn like hip hop into all these different cultures and like trying to like just trying to make money off it any way possible, man. That's one of the funniest things. Like when you get like the token black guy in movies. What up, G?
Yeah.
And they do the b-boy pose.
Yeah. Oh man. She said that turn your feet out. That's hip hop. I was like, oh gosh.
I mean, speaking of hip hop, there was nothing remotely close to hip hop in this movie.
No, not this one. This movie was interesting.
Like
the ending fucked me all the way up.
it made you take a step back where you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
All right, but before we get into the movie talk, Christopher Brown, as always, what you drinking?
Let's see what's in the goodie bag for this week. I have.
We're running low.
Ooh.
First
Red
of all,
Stag.
Red Stag? Okay. I've never had Red Stag. Have you had that before?
I had it a long time ago, and I'm gonna get it confused with Wild Turkey because one of them I can't stand, and I'm not sure which one it is.
Just one of them animal whiskeys.
Yeah, the Red Stag or the I figure out because one of them has like a cinnamon taste to it, and one of them is just there. So I'm about to figure this shit out.
Why don't you like the cinnamon taste?
No,
I like cinnamon whiskey.
No, that's the one that actually I can tolerate. The other one I can't. So I don't know which one this one is.
Are you want to make a bet? See which one it is? Not necessarily a bet, but like how about what if you had to guess ratio or whatever percentages? Well, what do you think the percentage is that Red Stag is the one you like?
I feel like this is the one I'm gonna like over Wild Turkey.
And why is that? Is there a specific reason?
Something my subliminal saying that this was the one that I was okay with. Something just a inner feeling.
Yeah, and you got to trust your gut when it comes to alcohol because you got like I don't know. That's like those movies where like people have flashbacks. Like
hell yeah, deja vu and shit.
I remember the time, 1987. It was raining out. I had my first sip.
It probably was 87. Might have stole the beer off my grandma's table. Who knows?
So first time I had, it wasn't whiskey, it was cognac. First time I had Hennessy, I probably had to be like 2-3 years old. And it wasn't like I had a sip, but
so who was drinking Hennessy around you at 3 years old?
First of all, we're jungle Asians. That's all they drank. It's Hennessy. But,
really?
Hennessy and Heineken's. And
okay.
Hennessy, Heineken, and Potpourri vodka.
Yeah.
But no. So like, I don't want to say immigrant families, but like, urban or, maybe immigrant families back in the day when you had a baby that was crying, or whatever, you take a little bit of that cognac and just put it on your lips. And that baby is, maybe that's where I built up my tolerance. Maybe I cried a lot when I was little.
You ain't building shit. All you do is build up the ability to smack your lips. You're like,
every time I smack my lips, I get that taste. I'm like, I remember.
You got Hennessy.
Summer 1985. I had my first sip of Hennessy.
Oh man, you got it hidden in the lines of your lips. Just Hennessy sitting there on reserve, ready to go.
Every time my lips get chapped, a little bit of Hennessy comes out.
Hell yeah.
So all right. So other than the Red Stag, what else you got?
My usual. I'm gonna do my alcohol-free Heineken, and
hold that can up for a second. That should look like Captain America.
Really?
Oh, maybe it's just no. I guess not. I like that color scheme though. I'll be honest with you.
00, no alcohol.
Yeah,
works for me, and of course, the trusty Jack Daniel.
Are you gonna dip into Jack today? Are you and Jack gonna shake hands today, or is it just gonna be a?
I think we might give each other a little dap and call it a day. Just say, or maybe a head nod. Say what's up and keep it moving.
Okay. Any specific reason? Any specific reason?
I just didn't really feel like it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, between my diet that I've been talking about for like the last couple of how many weeks and all kinds of shit, I think I finally got to the point where my body's like, hey, if you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. And I'm like, oh shit.
He and Chris Brown didn't want to move. That's why he's dressed like a rain cloud right now. All that gray.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh shit. No, I'm rocking the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Oh yeah,
But,
you got to rock that Patriots hat.
yeah.
Now you look
Yeah.
like you about to do yard work.
Hey, shit. You never know. No, put it on the side. B-boy, not even B-boy style. What the fuck it is? Fuck it. Whatever. I'm wearing.
Yeah, no, you honestly, like, if you watch Bizarre Foods, they do this episode in South Carolina, and Andrew Zimmern goes to visit Rodney Scott, who does barbecue in Charleston, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Look just like him right now with your hat backwards. Yeah, he is a big black dude, so go figure.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just with the little. It's because it's not a fitted.
Yeah, I miss fitteds, man.
I don't know. I'm not. I could care less about fitteds anymore.
Really? I mean, well, I was never a big hat person. Even
Yep.
I know I always got some on my head in the podcast.
Yep.
But if I did, I prefer fitted, not the snapbacks, not these kind. You know,
Right.
just the fitted. I don't know. It just felt snug. Just throw it on.
But yeah, I mean, because you got to get the right size fitting. Like it almost feels like it's tailored to your head.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. I just never liked the fitted because, like, after a while, I want to say it's around like 2000 when like Mace was around and shit like that, and like when he was wearing them super low.
Yeah,
that like the fitteds always started coming down past my ears.
Oh, you with that big ass size.
Well, no, I mean I would wear my normal size, but like they'd be so big that like if they didn't go past my ears, there'd be a little puff at the top.
Oh,
a little space. So like in order to get it to fit right, it would go past my ears. But I used to wear glasses, so every time I did that, it would knock my
Yeah.
But the only way I could wear hats was like if I was cocked to the side, even though I was cocked to the side anyway. But
gotcha.
But I like I like trucker hats because trucker hats come down like to the right spot, and then I can still wear my glasses.
Oh.
But nowadays it's sunglasses. But
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well,
what about you? What are you sipping on today? While you do that, I'm gonna go and get my beer prepared up.
Yeah. Well, today I am doing what we call selling out. I am.
You selling out to the man?
Well, yeah. I'm dipping into the big box store alcohol. The pop culture. I don't want to say pop culture alcohol, but like the ones you find everywhere. Today I have a woodchuck hard cider.
Oh, okay, cool. I've actually had those.
Yeah, it's the first time I ever saw woodchuck hard cider. I didn't even know it was a hard cider. I didn't know what a hard cider was because I never tasted that kind of stuff back then. It was when I was with you guys down in Tuscaloosa. Steven used to drink them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I distinctly remember the name woodchuck. So I just had 2 left over from my little camping trip. So I got these right here today.
Nice.
And instead of dabbing into a third cider, if I get past those 2 cans, I just got my nice little Fit Aid energy.
It's
not alcoholic. It's just
okay, cool.
Sports recovery drink.
Nice.
I like Fit Aids. The Fit Aid Recovery Zero is actually really good. But as far as shots go, I will do a shot today. I got my trusty Sour Patch Kids.
That licorice looking shit
is getting there. I was actually gonna whip out the what is it called? The butter pecan moonshine from Tennessee.
You still got that?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because I would just drink it when I would add it to my coffee and stuff like that. So I was actually gonna make some coffee and then pour it in there, but I decided not to. Maybe I'll save that for next time.
Yeah,
I still got a whole jar of the Appalachian apple pie moonshine.
Which one did I get? I got the
I know you got the mocha.
Yeah, something chocolate. I think.
Yeah,
I got out of the three. I got a half of one left.
Bro, you killed that first one I
drank it like it was water.
Right?
Yeah, I was trying to stay drunk the whole time.
Bro, you could just pour on ice, and that's a good like dessert drink.
Yeah, definitely. After dinner or something like that.
Yeah. All right. So before we start, let's pop a little shotty in us.
Indeed, I'm really, really dreading this red stag. I'm hoping I'm right that this is the one I'm gonna like.
Bro, this thing gets getting thicker and thicker.
Now the candy in there.
Viscousness. Ooh, it smells good.
I'm not sure.
Well.
Here we go.
Right.
Pour it in my trusty Chicago whiskey glass.
Yep. Go for it.
so I can breathe.
You need a decanter. Pour it in a decanter, spin it around, then pour it in there.
Yeah. This is interesting. Ooh, there it goes. Okay. Now the other ones I had, you can smell the flavor when you pour these with alcohol.
Yeah.
I didn't smell alcohol at first.
Okay.
I'll
Cheers.
take straight to the head.
Go ahead.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Cheers. Was that the one you liked?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yes. Okay, that's what I can tolerate. Not bad.
This stuff is getting better and better.
I can't see it, but okay.
See?
No, I can't see how it's getting better and better. It looks fucking terrible.
I don't know. I just think the sugary juiciness of it all is infusing into the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Ooh, got that warm wash coming down the sternum right now, right into Casey Jones's mask.
The burning sensation.
Yep.
Do you remember the first time I said that to you?
What, the burning sensation?
Mm-hmm.
No, when?
We were standing there friendlies, and me and you was arguing. Well, not arguing, but like debating on the floor. Yeah. And you said something about a burning sensation, and I said if something burns, it can't be a sensation. And you was like, whatever. And then when we got out, and I got my shot of whiskey, I said, ooh, that burning sensation. And you said, if I said shut the fuck up, I would let you finish it.
I told you, man, you have incredible recall. For somebody who drinks as much as you did and still do, you have incredible recall. Yeah, I have great memory, but you have incredible recall.
I don't know why. I don't forget a lot of things for what I don't know.
Maybe are you like you're not like got like a photographic memory or nothing, do you? Right?
I definitely have a photographic memory, but
you just have an alcoholic memory.
I don't even know if it's that. It's just I remember just a lot of shit. I don't know why.
Maybe it's superpower.
I know, right? See if it can some shit.
Yeah.
See if it'll help me do something with myself.
All right. So this week's movie was a Chris Brown choice, and Mr. Chris Brown, he's been on a bit of an artsy kick lately. This is the second movie in a row from him that comes with subtitles.
Yes, and not purposely, because if you've been following us since day one, we started as a movie cover roulette. We just pick movies and go with it. So we keep that same concept, but now it's therapy.
Yeah.
So of course, movie I picked, another foreign film.
And then he picked it pretty much right before we started filming. So it's legitimately like last minute, which I like. I like it. I can't say the same for me because I actually have two movies on deck. I'm not sure which one I want to watch yet. So as we talk, maybe I'll go. Yeah. Cool. All right. So what's the name of this movie that you picked for us today?
The name of this movie on Netflix is called Nothing to Hide.
All right.
And if you look the cover up, you're probably gonna get something different. But on Netflix, it's a cell phone, wedding ring, and a wine glass, or I think a broken wine glass.
Yeah.
And
off the bat, like what entered your head when you saw that cover?
Honestly, the original color I saw was a white background with the broken glass, and the wine was more pinkish color.
Yeah.
And the words are in pink, nothing to hide.
Yeah.
So for some reason, it just had a comedy feel to it. That's the first thing I thought.
What?
I don't know why. I don't know.
How did you get comedy feel out of that?
I thought I don't know. Maybe because of the pink and white, the wine glass. I don't know.
Bro, that's like, to me, that like, so when you started describing that cover to me, and then you say nothing to hide, that sounds like sexual desire. Like, this motherfucker making me watch porn?
I didn't get that. I don't know, but it definitely, there was a few funny parts in it, but it was not a comedy. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, no. It was actually a very, very adult movie.
Very adult. I would put it as another good movie. So
okay. So let's give your thought, like your take. Did you like the movie?
I did. I definitely liked it. I liked the way it was shot. I liked everybody's character. Like, I like the fact of the pace. I like the pace of the movie.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
pacing was really good.
And then the surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it was definitely a brain, not necessarily a brain fuck, but
you mean a
it
mind fuck?
brain mind same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Brain teaser, mind fuck.
Whatever. Either way, it had me interested, and I liked it. I liked it.
I like the movie a lot too. It's definitely an adult movie. Definitely like, I don't want to say a psychological thriller, but it makes you think.
Oh yeah.
It really does make you think. One of the things I love about this movie is that, so to me, this is like a pure indie movie. Like, you're not making this movie to go in theaters. There's no way in hell this movie would be put in theaters to make money. It just isn't. And it's just to me, it's an artsy movie. It's like, it's all shot in one set.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's so dope about it. It's shot in an apartment, and it's all about the acting, all about the performances. And I love shit like that, because that's when movies can really show you what they're made of. Because movies are stories, put on camera to try to elicit emotion, whether it's laughing, crying, heartache, whatever. But like, I found myself laughing at times, like out loud laughing.
Yeah.
Out loud. I distinctly, and we'll go over it, I distinctly at one point go, oh shit.
I did the same shit. I did the exact same shit.
I'm sure it's at the same spot. But like, yeah, there was heartache in there. I felt myself tearing up at one point.
Yeah, there was definitely some significant parts in that made you like stop and like think for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
But it also, to me, the biggest thing was it made me question and analyze my life and the relationships in my life.
It made me question
crazy.
It made me question marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which the movie is. I'm not gonna say it's about marriage, but it's about basically your relationship with your spouse and with your friends.
Yeah. It's about you and the relationships with the people close to you.
Yeah.
It's a dope movie, and it's a French movie. So the French know all about relationships, because that's what they're known for. Paris.
We speak all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's the language of love.
That's like French Ebonics.
Hey, I had a moment. I took French in 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, I need some help.
I was like, if Busta Rhymes was French, that's how he would rap.
I said, "What? You want your boss up on the French?" That's Busta Rhymes.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Oh shit!
Give me some more.
That's what I do français. Give me some more.
That's what I need. I need a Busta Rhymes fucking figure up here somewhere. I need something Busta.
Hell yeah.
Busta's old school. That's one of the guys I grew up listening to.
See, he the only one that can't get a damn versus because nobody want to go against him.
Dude, he's got hit. Here's the thing. Okay, so with verses, do you think it's about skill or about hits?
Both. I think because you have not only do you have to have the hits that people remember, you got to be able to perform them. Yeah, and that's why I think if you want to go back to when Dipset went against the Locks, Dipset got murdered because they didn't remember half their own shit.
Bro, not just Dipset. Did you see the one with Ray J recently?
When I heard about it and I looked up clips, I was like, this shit is terrible. I didn't even want to watch it.
The Ray J one, the one with I think it was Mario and Omarion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first of all, Ray J, listen. I have a 20th cousin removed connection with Ray J. Yeah, my wife is cousins with Snoop Dogg, who's also cousin to Ray J, whatever. Yeah. But I feel very, very secure in saying this. If you're gonna come perform on stage and start singing One Wish, don't have your baby in your hand. He's holding his kid and is trying to sing, and it was like, goddamn.
Really?
Yes.
Oh God! See, yes. I just looked up clips and I was like, I don't even want to watch this shit.
Bro, it hurt my heart because I like Ray J. I like One Wish.
See, I don't know why Omarion and Mario decided to do it in the first place because I think Omarion's a great dancer, great performer, but his vocals ain't all that.
No,
They never have been. You know what I'm saying?
he's like Black Britney Spears.
Yeah, you know,
but without the hits.
And it's like, y'all did this for real? Like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, yeah, it's I don't know. Omarion, like, I like Omarion. I like the stuff he was involved in, not necessarily his music.
Mm-hmm.
I like Icebox.
Yeah, Icebox was good. A touch. You know what I'm saying?
About it.
The only ones he had. You know what I'm saying? Everything else was B2K. Yeah.
I mean, I, in all honesty, not to be 100% real, I think he's most well known for "You Got Served" than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Like Mario can sing, but in my opinion, Mario didn't even have the hits to go against him. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you think had more hits, Mario or Omarion?
Mario.
I'll agree with that. I think Mario had more hits, but I think Omarion's more well known.
You know why? The whole sex scandal with him and his baby mama and his right hand man. Was it Lil Fizz or something like that?
Oh, I just say because of "You Got Served." I think "You Got Served" reached more people than Mario's music.
Okay,
I think that's where he's more well known for.
Yeah, because Mario was dancing, and then Chris Brown came and took over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but but then of course a couple years back, Omarion's group member was with his baby mama, and it was in a relationship.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
No, it was all over everywhere.
That's black news.
Yeah. That's Ratchet TV.
Yeah. I mean, this whole movie is Ratchet TV, if you want to think about it.
This movie was it's definitely Ratchet TV.
Yeah, it's
but
like French Ratchet TV.
But it was like even though this is a movie, this felt more real than Ratchet TV.
Yeah, because so first of all, the acting in this movie was very good. Mm. Like, I think everybody's characters, everybody had a specific role they were playing. Mm-hmm. Like, it was like that specific character in the group of friends. You had the single guy, you had the couple that was been married for almost 20 years, the newlywed couple, mm-hmm. the other couple who's, midway, but you could obviously see they're going through troubles, and shit like that. So yeah, like, everybody played their roles really well, and like it didn't feel like any character overlapped with another character. It felt like every character was unique to themselves.
Yeah.
So that was dope, man. But
and all the women were fuckable.
Yes. Yes, they were.
I told you, I'll never let that go. Our idiot brother, you gotta look fuckable. You know what I'm saying? You have to.
So at the start of this movie, this is why so when I talked to you yesterday, you said you had just tapped in for like 5 minutes to check it out really quickly, and then you thought it was going to be a comedy, I guess, off the cover, but then also off that first 5 minutes. Well, first of all, did you watch it in English or did you watch it in French?
I started watching it in French, but I felt like I was missing different things I needed to focus on, so I switched to English so I could actually pay attention to the movie. Which I'm happy I did.
I ended up watching it in French because I felt like if somebody was expressing anger or any kind of emotion, and if the dubbing didn't match that emotion, it was going to pull me out of the movie.
Hey, okay, well, with that being said, the dubbing actually matched it really well.
Okay, well, I mean, it's Netflix, so they literally made it specifically in a way that, like, okay, we know it's going to be reaching a whole bunch of different audiences, so they had to be on point with the dubbing. But yeah, that was one of the reasons, like, I didn't want the voices I didn't want the tone of the voice to pull me out of the moment. So that's why I just did it with the subtitles, which I actually liked because I was actually paying attention to everything going on. Okay.
I can see that because, of course, there were some parts where it's like they had the whole, oh my God, it's Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? But, but for the
why
most
you do that with your tongue, though? What?
you know how Japanese people are. They're like extra sexual for no reason.
No, that was like you was eating an oyster.
Hey, oysters are good, man.
Listen, for those watching, I apologize for that grotesque act from Chris Brown.
Look, if the ladies are watching it, they're like, "Ooh, he's got skills."
Oh, they're gonna watch out. Ooh, he's got, something that needs ointment.
Oh man.
All right, yeah, but okay. So opening up, man. Like first thing you saw was titties, 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 and I was like, okay, is this that's why I was like, okay, it is a comedy because like the way he reacted when one of the older gentlemen is looking at some titties on his cell phone, he's just scrolling through, and I was like, okay, this dude's on like Tumblr or whatever.
That's what I thought actually.
Okay, so I have a question for you. I'm trying to figure out how I can word this. No, fuck, I'm gonna just say how I say it. I'm gonna just say how I say it. All right. Do titties without a face turn you on?
That's a good question.
Because that's what when I saw that scene, I was just like, I started laughing, but I was like, he's just looking at titties. Like no face, no nothing. Just so like in my head, I was like, would that actually turn me on if I'm just seeing just bare breasts without a face to attach to it?
That is a really interesting question. I never thought about that. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think I want to see a face with the titties.
Yeah. I feel like you got to see at least the face to match. Just as I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because to me, if I just see titties, it's just a body part.
Yeah. Yeah. Titties, they're pretty without a face. They could be some pretty titties, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I want to say I'm 100% on point with this. I'm not going to try to toot my own horn, but if you see a nice pair of titties right in front of you, your first thought is, God damn, I want to see what this girl look like. I want to see if the face matches the titties.
That's what I'm saying. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I actually think you're right. Like, yeah.
That to me, when I think about it in that way, I think the face is more important than the tits.
Yeah.
When it comes to attraction.
Yeah. You're right. Because
everybody asks, hey, are you a tits man or an ass man? I'm like, I think maybe I'm a face man because it has to complement.
It does. Who wants a butterface? Yeah. No, I'm just thinking, like, I done came across, I'm a man, fuck it. I done came across some porn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the girl.
I searched out porn, so go ahead.
Huh?
I didn't search out porn. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, shit. My name is not.
You said came across like you, Christopher Columbus. I just came across America.
Nah, shit. I'm not DW. You know what I'm saying? I do this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
hold on, oh shit! that bomb took a few seconds to explode.
Gotcha. It's all good. But yeah, I do this kind of stuff, and I've looked at some women. I was like, yo, she pretty as hell. Then I'm titties. Like, yo, they lopsided. But I still fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I would have saw the titties, like, oh, what's up with the fucking titties? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you had a pretty girl, and okay, first of all, for everyone listening right now, I know we getting a little,
way off
explicit.
subject.
But at the same time, it happened in the movie, so we're gonna talk about it. But if there was a beautiful woman who had A cups, I would just say, oh, she's a beautiful girl. She's flat chested, but that don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
No.
It ain't gonna stop me.
Yeah. But yeah, like, well, it was weird because I wasn't sure what to take of this. Because when he was looking at the tits, and all of a sudden his wife walked in, he
hit his phone. Yeah,
his phone like he was trying to hide it. So immediately I was like, okay, there's some, some sneakiness going around. The title is called "Nothing to Hide."
Yeah, so. I thought the same thing. Like, okay, cool, just the introduction.
You ever had to do that? You ever had to quickly put your phone away? Your face ain't even. You're like,
like, what dude has the shit? Man.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just like you're not even trying. It's not like you're even looking specifically for anything. You could just be looking at something, and if all of a sudden it's the wrong picture, and someone's glances over, and then they start forming this opinion of what you might be doing, not necessarily what you're doing, which is hence what I was doing to this guy. I formed this opinion of what I thought he might be doing. And then it turns out he's a goddamn cosmetic surgeon.
Yeah.
He was looking at work files.
Yeah. Work files is tits and ass. That's awesome.
But it was okay. So this movie, like the whole movie derives from a group of friends, old school friends.
They've been friends for 35 years.
Yep. Getting together to have dinner because one of them is going to show up with a new girlfriend.
Yep.
And like, does that seem like a scenario that's realistic in your mind?
Yes. And I put it to like this, like, I think the dinner was them getting together to have dinner, but everybody was anxious about meeting the new girlfriend because they said that he had just got through a divorce. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody was anxious to see who's the new girlfriend. So yeah, we're going to have dinner, because we all went together as friends, but the real reason why we're here is to see the new girl.
Now, do you think they wanted to see the new girl because they wanted to judge the friend based on the girl?
Fuck yeah.
Why do people do that? Why do people do that?
At the moment, at the beginning of the movie when they're going through it all, no. But at the end, yes. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, I just mean in general, do you think if a group of friends are getting together for dinner specifically to meet one of their friends' new girlfriend, like what drives people? Like, do you think people make an assumption about the friend based off of the girlfriend? And if so, like, why do people do that? Mind you, guys, this is drunk therapy. We're just talking. We're not experts.
I think it's a way of understanding your friend more. It's like,
how so?
Because you think you know a person. Everybody has not necessarily. Okay, everybody has secrets. Everybody has another side to them. So 9 times out of 10, even your closest friends, whatever, you're only showing 90% of you, 80, maybe 90. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you see them walking with their spouse or significant other, somebody that they're interested in, and you're looking like you're interested in her, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see that coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it makes you rethink your friend, like, what's going on in the head of yours? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you be like, okay, cool. I can picture those two together. You know what I'm saying?
You ever had a friend show up with like a bad chick and you're like, how the fuck did he get her?
Yep. I'm not gonna say his name, but goofy looking white dude in the military. And he came through with the baddest chick, like, oh my good God. And everybody's just like, how the fuck did that happen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
what goes through your mind about that person when you see that? Either is it one of those situations where like, oh, he must got some game, or she after his military money, or
it was definitely a money question.
Did he come from money?
Did he come from money?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. But shit, military. I mean, shit, deployed, whatever. You commit with a bunch of pocket change, whatever. So I mean, it could have been a shipper from down the street for all I know. All I know was she was with him and she was all over him, and we was all sitting like we want her all over us too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hair looking fucked up.
Yeah, you got the whole.
Bro, I look like my dad right now.
Yeah.
I look like this man right here. Hold on.
Finally got the. Yeah, for real. Shit, yeah, hell yeah.
Father right Tom.
Man.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like, and this is terrible to say, but I feel like when a friend shows up with a new girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, I kind of feel like the other friends like judge the other they judge the situation as hierarchy. Like, all right, I'm friend number, like in the group, if we had a group of 5 friends, I'm friend number 1 because I got the baddest chick out of everyone, and it trickles down. Like, bro, you getting the lunch lady, so you at the bottom, and then all this, and it just goes that way.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's sometimes what happens with a group of friends where like it kind of puts people on a level in a good or bad way. I don't know, but like it puts people in a little hierarchy or like situation where, you know, we can take one person's opinion over another based off of, you know, how good looking or how successful that person's significant other is.
Yeah, because of course the woman is supposed to compliment the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, shit. If your girl look good, can't nobody say shit to you.
I know.
You can look like who did it, what the fuck for, but you walking with that shit like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
What can you say? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, you try to tell your boy something, he's like, man, fuck you, man. Your girl got ashy ankles. Who I ain't listening to you, and just walk away. And there's nothing you can say. You're like, oh, well, yeah, my girl does have ashy ankles, so I can't really say nothing right now.
And then you'd be like, yeah, we can put some lotion on.
Hey, baby, did you go to detention? You been clapping erasers?
Man, with your feet.
But no, I feel like that's what they do. I feel like and I know friends, you know, friends will give each other shit. We give each other shit all the time, but it's always love.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's just what we do. So I feel like in that kind of situation, it's a chance to give your friend shit or give your friend props in the most loving way possible. Although in this case, you know, it spirals out of control, you know.
Everything spirals out of control.
Okay, so explain to the audience what's the premise of this movie. So it says nothing to hide. So why was this movie called Nothing to Hide? Because it's a very interesting situation.
Yeah. The premise is they all get together to have dinner. Of course, they want to see their friend's new girlfriend that doesn't show up because he stomach flu.
Yeah.
That's what he says. And then they decide to play a game about at the dinner table, put your phones on the table, and whatever happens, whatever notification you get, ring whatever, you have to read it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Open it.
All right. But why did they start playing the game?
That's what I don't remember.
Okay, so they started playing the game because one, you had at the front, you started seeing the way these relationships were spread out. So in the beginning, you had the older couple who's been married for almost 20 years, who had a teenage daughter who very clearly is contentious with her mom and gets along with her dad.
And they're hosting the party.
Yeah, they're the ones hosting it. And then you had the newlywed friends show up. And then you had this other couple show up where, you know, they put on a smiley face for the mother-in-law on the phone. Yeah. But you could clearly see that they're not, you know.
His wife was a drunk one and he had a problem with everything. I can't eat that, you know, I get heartburn. Yeah. I can't drink that, you know, my mouth is sore or whatever. He always had a problem.
But then, obviously there was some mistrust going on. She took her panties off randomly. I was wondering why she took her panties off.
Honestly, I thought she was trying to hit on the dude with the no girlfriend.
I did too.
Because she came and she grabbed her like, come outside and smoke with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, this is getting interesting off the back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So,
but there was definitely some mistrust going on. Mm-hmm. So things started getting talking, and you know, as a way of saying fuck it. Like if we don't trust each other, like if you trust each other, because they were talking about having a code on your phone.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
And they were saying, yeah, you know, like, yeah, of course he goes, of course I have a code on my lock my phone. Everybody does.
Because the guy tells a story about how he was dying and his phone went off, and his widow thought it was his heartbeat, realized he was being texted by his mistress. and that's what sparked the conversation.
Yeah, and he was like, well, that's not funny to you? I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. Because she thought he was coming back from the dead. Turns out he's just getting all these fucking notifications. They're all looking at him like, that's supposed to be a funny story?
Yeah.
He was, what, that's not funny?
He said, that's not funny? Oh, man.
Yeah, so they end up, you know, putting all their phones in the center of the table, and whatever notification, phone call, email, whatever you got, you had to read it out loud. Mm-hmm. That is, especially...
I wouldn't be able to do it.
I don't know. I have nothing to hide, so I could.
I don't got nothing to hide either. But for some stupid reason, when I have nothing to hide, some shit comes up from the past randomly. Like, oh god,
yeah,
like every time,
every fucking time. They're like, Chris Brown, your Botox appointment for your balls is at Saturday at 3:00. You know, you get
I mean,
Botox on your balls?
I was like, that was 10 years ago. Shit. Why is that coming up now?
I'm telling you, if my phone was in the middle of that table, I think people would get tired of picking up my phone because it would just be nonsense. I belong to this group chat for poker. Mm-hmm. We all play poker, and all we do is just talk shit to each other. So after 10 minutes of just nonstop talking shit, they're like, all right, just turn this phone off because we ain't trying to listen to this shit no more.
Yeah. Or they'd be like, okay, who texted you again? Oh, the group? Like, we'll need to read that.
Exactly. But yeah, so I mean, like, first of all, the friend that showed up without the girlfriend, for some reason, I don't know why I pictured, I don't want to say he's not a good looking man, but he's a very ordinary looking dude. For some reason, they were like, it was like a pretty group of friends.
I mean, it was like a basic group of friends. You got the smart one, the jock, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The one that everybody picked on, you know what I'm saying?
The mature one, the mature adult.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The fucking clearly the womanizer.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on. Before we even get into that, all right. Hold on. Let me take a sip of drink.
Look, I said we give us a head nod, but I don't know. I'm taking it slow, but I'm drinking.
Listen, so when that scene showed up and the black dude showed up with his wife, and you know they're the ones that talk on the phone to his mother. Oh, okay. His mother-in-law or to her mother-in-law. When he walked on screen, I was like, "Oh shit, Obama's in this movie."
He did look like him a little bit, didn't he?
Bro, he looked just like. I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh man.
It looked across like between Obama and like one of the leaders in fucking The Matrix. With the black dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Honestly, I thought he was going to be the worst one. And I realized he was actually one of the more easier cases.
Yeah, because his was kind of pretty straightforward.
Him and his wife both. Once they aired it all out, I was like, that's actually easily forgivable.
Yeah.
The other ones was like, oh, what do you need your ass whooped? You know what I'm saying?
I know.
When do I got to find Jesus?
All right. So, I mean, like, okay. So for those following along, because one of the things about this movie is like it's fun seeing the story develop, seeing the twists and turns it takes, because it takes some fucking twists and turns.
Yes.
So if you don't want to know what the twists and turns are, just turn off now. Go watch the pause it, go watch the movie, then come back and finish and see if you agree with us.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, we spoiling shit now.
Here we go.
All right. So yeah, so they show up at the party and like clearly they're going through some shit. The black dude and his wife. Mm-hmm. So for some reason she took off her panties. So I thought she was trying to hit on the friend that showed up with no girlfriend.
That's what I thought.
She was drunk. Every time he would say something, she'd say something like smart alecky back. Mm-hmm. Like after they started talking to the mom and after they hung up, they went from happy to just like kind of
like
okay, and they just put on that show.
Yeah, we gotta. It's like that. It's like that couple that wants to show they're doing good when they're really, really not.
Yeah. Did you think that came across nice, good with them?
Yeah. You know, because when you're used to putting on the front, when you go out to meet your friends, they're used to seeing you that way. So how can you not think it's not true?
Yeah, and so like. You start seeing that they're the first ones that really show that there's not everything's all right. Mm-hmm. Everyone else, I kind of feel like had that front, like everything's all good. Mm-hmm. The people that were hosting it with their daughter felt like every normal.
Yeah, normal family.
The other ones felt like the normal newlyweds.
Yeah, daughter's got condoms, mom finds them and everything, blames on her friends, you know what I'm saying? Just like a hoochie.
Yeah. First of all, the daughter looked older. She looked like she was like in her 20s.
I could say that. No younger than 18 or older than 21.
Yeah. She had like that. She had like a really like European look to her. Like if you told me she was like a model, I'm like, okay, I can see that. She had that really like lean, European look to her. But then, so then the friend shows up with the girlfriend and all this motherfucker wanted was a fucking picture. I started feeling bad for him in the movie when every time he tried to take a picture, he couldn't take a picture.
Hold on, the picture scene was funny as hell though. When everything came on the table and it was like, we got to use your phone, and the text came through and it was like, The I don't know how it was in French, but the English version is like I'm down for a fuck or something like that, or I need to fuck.
Yeah.
And the dude in the back, the black dude was instigating, like, he just he just wants to fuck, and he's like, shut up. He's like, is that true? Looking at his girlfriend, and they're going back and forth. I was like, okay, that's a funny scene.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so let's go through each character, each couple's scenarios, because I, in all honesty, I could care less. Like the plot, it is what it is. But like, let's see how would you operate in each? How would we operate in each couple scenario if we were the guy in that scenario? All right. So couple one was, let's go with the obvious choice. It's the black dude and the lady. So the ones that are going through that are obviously going through marriage issues.
You think that's the one you identify with?
No, I'm saying like, okay, let's go through their scenario and see
gotcha.
how would you react in that situation? Because so with them, their issues were they've been married for a while, and you got a wife, husband. What's up?
No, go ahead. I was just saying the mother's living with them.
Yep. Yeah. The mother's living with them, so that's causing a rift in the relationship because clearly he's a mama's boy. He's talking about my mom cooks everything for me. Good, I eat everything my mama cooks.
Yeah,
but like he can't eat nothing. Oh, this thing's too hot; it burns my lip. I can't have milk because I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah, and it cuts off the sexual relationship between him and his wife.
Yeah, and the wife clearly, she looks like she just wants to feel loved and lusted for. So they end up, engaging in some virtual hookups.
Yeah.
Like they both said, like, they've never met the people on the other end, but it's just like a virtual thing. Like, could you see yourself in that kind of scenario? And what do you think what do you think brings a couple to that point? Or specifically that couple to that point?
Sure, I just think the lack of remembering what made you guys like each other in the first place. I've said this to you many times. I think a lot of people over the years forget that they were friends first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember you clearly telling me that shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's like, I think when you forget how to have fun with your partner, then that kind of leads to everything else. That's like the gateway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because you think, I mean, they don't begin relationships. Y'all was going to the movies and different restaurants and having fun and led going back to the bedroom and everything else. And after a while, it's like, yeah, shit, I got you now. What's for dinner? You know what I'm saying? So I think, that's my take on it.
I think in their scenario, I think the mother-in-law moving in.
That was definitely heavy.
I think the son, the dude, like he ended up prioritizing being a good son over being a good husband. I think that's kind of what happened, and that caused the rift in the family. And I can't judge the wife for feeling that way. Like, motherfucker, like, we got married. I'm supposed to be your wife, and I'm coming second to your mother, who's now living in the house rent free.
Yeah.
So
she's like, she gets a pension.
Bro, she went and looked up fucking nursing home information.
Hell yeah.
Like, when that fucking thing came in, I was like, oh shit. Like,
hell yeah.
It was just like, Okay, so but here's the thing. There was a lot of people, I don't want to say judging, but making judgments on other people for doing shit when their house was fucking
just as dirty.
Yeah. I mean, that happens, right?
Yeah. No, definitely, because who wants to look like the bad person?
Yeah.
You always want to, even if you don't mean to, I think subliminally you want to not necessarily look superior, but look like you're one of the ones that have everything together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Side note, that's why, shit, I love having you as a best friend. I don't gotta hide shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You was like, measure your food. I said, no, leave me alone. I kept eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gotta hide it. I'm fucking fat and I love food. I ain't measuring shit. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, there's no trying to impress them. When you're real and legit with somebody, ain't shit to change or impress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think, but the thing is, in a marriage, you gotta I feel like you got to always keep trying. You always got to keep trying. You got to keep reminding the other, your significant other, your wife, your husband, whatever. You got to remind them like why you fell in love with them in the first place. But I think, and I think the method you use to show it change over the years, and it comes across differently. For instance, say when you're dating a girl, you might buy her flowers, buy her candy, shower her with, different things, and to where she goes, oh, but he treats me so nicely. He's like, he shows me how much he loves me by doing that. And then you get married, you have kids, and now you're doing the same thing, but you're doing it by fixing the washer, doing the dishes, making sure the car is running. And to you, it's like, yeah, I'm showing my wife how much I love her by taking care of all these menial tasks that I know she does not want to take care of, because it's the minutia of life, where they just look at that like, oh, he's taking care of the house. He doesn't really care about me. He's just this, and it's, I guess that's a lack of communication, but it can, if you don't talk and you don't communicate throughout that journey, your efforts become lost. And I feel like you have to do, the longer you're married, the more work you have to do in trying to I don't know how to say it, but like
keep the fire lit.
Oh. We'll notice that the other person is trying to light the fire. Because again, you're all you're thinking about is the stuff you used to do for them, or the stuff they used to do for you, and you're not seeing what the stuff they are doing for you. Oh man, this man got a cell phone, so he knew he was fucking around on his wife and getting pictures. So he tried to con the single dude into swapping phones.
Look, I thought that part was so funny to me because the homeboy was like, I'm not doing it. He's like, nah, not happening. Now, if that was me, I'd have done it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd have cussed you out. Like, dude, seriously? Right now?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
You gotta put me in a situation?
Yeah. But then after understanding why he didn't want to switch phones, it made sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll get into that when we go to his story.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I get that. I mean, as again, you've been friends since third grade.
Yeah.
Like a ride or die move. Like,
I'm gonna have your back, but I'm gonna cuss you like, dude, you owe me like a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have your back, but we're gonna have this talk, and I'm gonna tell you how shitty of a person you are, and you're fucked up for doing this to your wife.
No, I didn't go say that, but you owe me a case of fucking Jack Daniel, goddamn it.
Jack Daniel, man, you better fucking pay my rent next month.
For real, that's a costly fucking gamble right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean and like the wife she was acting all innocent, talking about, oh, you did this and all this shit, and then all of a sudden she wasn't no cleaner, talking about, oh, it's just on Facebook. I never met this guy. Then he sent a text, are you wearing panties tonight or not?
Yeah. But that part where he was like, are you? Does it calm down? And she was like, look, I'm not. Everybody's like, oh my God.
Yeah, everybody was like, God damn it.
Like, if that was my wife in that scenario, I don't even know how I would react. I'd be like, put that shit away, God damn it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, first of all, you need to shave. I'm just fucking. But no, it's just one of those. I mean, she was.
Honestly, I'm that douchebag friend. I'd have looked away and be like, oh God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. After 2 weeks later, you be like, yo, Sarath. Like, what's that for? Don't worry about it. But here's the thing. So, I mean, she was getting drunk right off the bat. Like, she knew, you could tell she had issues.
She had a lot of tension built up.
Yeah. But like, shouldn't that signal something as a husband? Or is he just trying to ignore it because he knows what, like, he's trying to hide some shit, so he's trying to ignore these signals?
I think he knew, but because his mom being in the house, he didn't know how to approach it.
Because so it was. Do you think he knew whether it was she knew about him fucking around, or because his mom was there and he knew that was an issue she had with him?
I think he knew that was an issue she had with him, and I think he knew there was distance between the two of them.
Yeah,
but in between that distance was his mom.
Yeah. I mean, my man went to his son's bathtub to look at nude photos of women.
Yeah.
Like, that's just I hate to judge someone, but that's a sorry ass situation.
Yeah.
You got to go to your kid's playroom essentially.
Just to look at a picture of somebody you've never met.
Mm-hmm.
That's a low place to be.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, who wants somebody who? Well, I'm not gonna say who wants somebody who's drunk as fuck all the time, anyways. But it's like because I'm drunk as fuck all the time. But it's at the same time, it's understanding why is this person drunk. Like, especially if you know that's not their character. Like being drunk is my character. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's me. But in that situation, you have to know something ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to know, like, hey, there's some stuff going on here. Like, they're just doing some shit they don't normally do. And people's character changes over the years. People evolve, they become certain things. But especially when you're involved with someone to the point where you've been married 15 years, the characteristics about them that make them them. So when they start displaying, actions that are just not in character, like you got to be aware enough to be like, hey, like something's really up right now. Yeah. You can't be afraid to say something about it.
It's just blinded by your own fuckery.
Yeah. All right. So we going from there. Now we're going on to this newlywed couple. Where good looking girl. I actually like. I like her look. I don't know, for some reason I like a European girl's look. I don't know why.
Out of all of them, there, my favorite one was the shrink.
Well, yeah, it's because she looked like someone who could have been your teacher back in the day.
I don't know what it was. I think I just liked her eyes. Like her eyes had like a serious look, but a serious, sexy look to it.
Yeah.
But that was me being lustful.
Yeah, the newlywed girl, like I don't know, something about her. Just she had a playfulness to her, like I don't take life too seriously.
Yeah,
kind of playfulness there that like really came across really well.
I think they both had that because, even when he was throwing the fit about the text, they were able to hash it out real quick. Like just get out your feelings real quick. I'm not playing with you. Yeah. So it's like I feel like he was just talking shit to talk shit because he had to. Yeah. But he really didn't give a fuck. He just had to talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
until you find out later, he's got some baggage.
Bro, he's got crazy baggage. So other than being a good friend to her ex-boyfriend, did that newlywed girl really have any baggage?
I think, you know what? I don't think she did. Her phone didn't ring.
Her phone didn't ring much. Only when the ex-boyfriend texted her because he was in the mood to fuck.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on with? Why is your ex-boyfriend calling you? First of all, if your girl's ex is texting her like that, what would you do?
I'm gonna definitely be like, yo, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, something ain't right. You know what I mean? And then me always trying to think logical and give something a chance to explain itself before I go the fuck off. When she made that phone call, I'd have been like, okay, shit still ain't cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let that shit go.
Yeah.
Because I ain't doing it. If I wasn't doing that shit, I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. Let it be.
And that's the thing. Like, if someone is, and I hate to blame the victim here, but if someone is, because certain people are that forgiving. Just like, hey, like
you said, are not forgiving?
No, are that forgiving? Like if I accuse you of something and you give me the reasoning behind it, and it's a plausible reason, and I say, okay, I believe you, then I'm gonna believe you. Like it's like, okay, if I say I believe you, then we're cool.
Yeah.
But like, if you're the girl and I say, okay, we're cool, then I'd be like, oh, well, why are we that cool? Why was it that easy for you to just forgive me? What the fuck are you doing? You know?
Yeah, I can see that. But she called them plain as day. And when it was explained, if I was in that position,
Yeah.
I would have been able to dismiss it.
Yeah.
But I would have been like, hey, like stop this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Yeah.
let this go, but you end this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let them know. Ain't no calling no more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your ex-boyfriend can't be calling you in all hours of the night looking for fucking sex advice.
Yeah, for real.
That's
You know
not.
what I'm saying?
It's not cool.
Nah.
But that motherfucker. Oh, what was he? A taxi driver?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the fucking
The dispatcher keeps calling him. Look, that shit was so crazy. Are we gonna get into the story? Because he was like, I thought he was the cool one, but he was the worst one.
All right, guys. Before we get in his story, let's go over the long married couple, the one that's
Okay.
the ones that are hosting. Because we gotta talk about them and the single dude before
Okay,
we
gotcha.
start. Let's talk about them before we start seeing how all these lives intersect.
Okay.
So the couple that was hosting, they were both doctors. One was a shrink, and one was a titty doctor.
Well, yeah, not a plastic surgeon. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah.
Well, I mean, he did asses too, right?
Yeah.
But like they explained it. I mean, I forget. I think it was the girl. She explained it in a way that made a fucking lot of sense. No, actually, he did. He was like, "We both make people feel better about themselves. The difference is you do it in their head, and it takes years.
Mm-hmm.
I do it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that actually makes a lot of sense. I've heard girls say, obviously they're like, I want to get new titties because that makes my shirts, fit better. That ain't why you get new titties. But I don't. If you say I'm self-conscious because I have small tits, I can understand that. I'm 5'6". I'm self-conscious about it. I got a fucked up tooth. I'm self-conscious. I get it. Like, I'm not going to judge someone because they want, some new tits.
Yeah. I mean, part of it's like, okay, because I'm really, really big on self-love.
Yep.
Like you got like, the older I get, the more I really believe if you don't love yourself, then shit, you ain't no good to nobody else. And yeah, somebody else can love you, but you are going to be a black hole for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if you see somebody who says that they love you, but you see them not loving themselves, don't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
okay, so here's a question. Real or fake titties?
Why do I feel like I'm on the spot right now?
Because you are. Because you are.
Real.
Why? Just out of curiosity.
They soft. Fake titties are more perky, and
yeah,
you can box them some bitches like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they look good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but especially if you have like 1 or 2 kids and they sag just a little bit, they real soft. Yeah.
I haven't had that much. What's the word? Familiarity with different titties. I haven't had much girlfriends over the years. I've only ever slept with my girlfriends. I'm not a Chris Brown. I don't know
I know what that means.
I know exactly what the fuck that means.
I was coming to America. I was sowing my royal oats.
Man, get out of here.
I wasn't sowing shit.
You was out there just laying your foundation, trying to build your plantation.
Where the fuck did you come up with this shit? Oh my gosh.
Well, that's the lack of food and alcohol. That's all it is.
Oh man.
No, I'm not judicial anyway. Like, I'm not discriminatory either way. I'll take whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like some fake titties, just not overly fake.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That definitely not shit. Overly fake.
No.
Because
here's the thing. Okay, this is gonna sound real, suspect. Sound real suspect. But I like a girl to feel good about themselves.
Indeed.
And some women want to be able to wear a shirt with no bra, but they're self-conscious because they have flat tits. So I like seeing girls with no bra. with a shirt with no bra.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. So, yeah. Either way, I'll take whatever.
Shit.
So it's not,
What was that movie? My Life as a Dog. It was all about boobs.
Yeah. As long as, as long as to show me your nipples, you ain't got to take off your pants. Good. We're good.
Yeah. If you want to walk around and be free and let them things swing, I'm all for it. No, just don't look like a whore when you do it. That's what drives me crazy.
I'm just saying,
which I know is a big.
You ain't got no grandfather clocks. That's all I'm saying. The pendulums. The pendulum. Looking like you working with two kettlebells.
No, for real. Constantly working out. Don't do that shit, man.
Yeah. So that couple has been married for a long time, and they're just kind of, I don't want to say they're going through the motions, but they're kind of in mode. They have a child, and the mom's contentious with the child. This is what I got from the situation, because clearly the mom doesn't really understand the daughter that much, and the dad is the one that he's empathetic towards the daughter situation. And when I saw this, I started thinking about myself, because you and I, we're very logical people, and I feel like a therapist is logical. So when I saw that situation, I was like, of course the mother doesn't agree with the daughter or doesn't get along with the daughter, because she's thinking from a logical perspective. She's not thinking from an emotional perspective, where she's like, no, you can't be, you're 17. You can't have condoms right now. What the hell is wrong with you? You're a child. And the dad is, but she's thinking logically, like a 17-year-old girl can't get pregnant, right? Like it's just not a good scenario. But the dad's like, come from the situation of, I was 17. Like, I understand. Just be careful. Yeah.
Because you can't stop them. You know what I'm saying?
But so I started looking at that situation. I started thinking about myself, and I was like, am I too logical for my own good? Does my thinking logically not allow me to empathize with the people I care about?
I'm not going to say that for you, because me and you go back and forth on all kinds of shit all the time.
Yep.
But I do know from experience, a person can be too logical where they miss a lot of heartfelt shit they needed to feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or a emotionally driven choice that you needed to make, that you thought about too much and did something totally different.
So in a situation where you always tried to make the smart choice, but not necessarily
versus what I can't even say what was good, but what felt good, or what you thought you felt right. Yeah.
You're not doing what feels right. You're doing what the smart choice is. Yeah. And I feel like sometimes, and just after that scene when he said that to the wife, I was just like, I really started analyzing myself, and I'm like, damn, am I so logical in my thought that it's not allowing me to empathize with the people I care about? And I really like, it took me for like 10 minutes just sitting there going, maybe I need to stop being logical every so often and just start thinking like, what would I do in this situation? What would emotionally, what would I want to do in the situation? Not what I should do. It really fucked me up for like a good 10, 15 minutes in that movie when after that they were said.
That's interesting.
But like, what do you think? Like, the wife was very upset when she found out that the husband was going to therapy.
Because I think she was upset because she's a therapist.
But he felt like he couldn't talk to her. Yeah.
And I mean, shoot, I think sometimes that's good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you could unleash everything you felt and thought on your partner, that might be a bad day. Yeah. Because half the shit you probably release is about them anyways. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And here's a philosophical thought that I live by, and I will stand by it 100%. I feel like in a lot of cases, the wife or husband, well, not necessarily the husband, a lot of times the wife has a hard time listening to what the husband has to say because she's seen him shit with the door open. And to me, that's a thing where it's like, anytime you try to say something philosophical, something like thoughtful, it gets dismissed because like, yeah, I just, motherfucker, you shit with the door open. Like, I'm not gonna listen to a word you say.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you don't flush. The fuck am I gonna listen to you for? Just one of those things where it's like, it's so easy to disregard a person's point of view because you see all their flaws. You know, and I think that's, I mean, again, I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of husbands and wives have a hard time communicating, because you know a person by all their flaws. How are you going to listen to, you know, their advice when they're trying to say something true when you know all the shit they've done?
Yeah.
You know,
and you got to learn how to look past all that, because at the end of the day, which homeboy said at the end of the movie, when you love somebody, you got to protect them. You know what I'm saying? So if you love the person you're with, like actually truly genuinely love them, you don't want to hurt them. Yeah. You don't want nobody else to hurt them. So it's like, okay, cool. How can we talk about this and address the elephant in the room, so to speak, without throwing daggers at each other, trying to kill the elephant? You know what I'm saying? Let's just get the elephant out the room. Don't kill it. You know what I mean? And
it's one of those things where it's like, if I'm arguing with my wife and she's not listening to a word I'm saying, she goes, yo, you're a fucking piece of shit. I've seen the shitty shit you do. You're a fucking piece of shit. And then, like, as a husband, you got to look at them and be like, okay, I might be a piece of shit, but am I wrong? Answer that for me. Am I wrong right now? Because if I'm not, then it doesn't matter if I'm a piece of shit. I'm speaking truth right now.
Yeah.
But you know, for some people, because they've seen you do shitty things, they can't bring themselves to listen to anything you got to say, because you know, they're judging you based off of your flaws.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a weird scenario. And then, like, the wife, she came across as someone who was like probably the most put together out of them all. Very like professional, had a good looking girl, had everything going. Turns out she got some skeletons in her closet too.
Yes, indeed.
All right. I see. And then about 3/4 of the way to the movie, you just think their issue is she can't understand their daughter.
That and because she didn't understand her daughter. She was self-conscious about her body.
Yeah, she wanted her tits.
And her husband said something. He said, I don't want to be without balls and you without tits. So it made me think that there was like, maybe they wanted another child and couldn't have one.
No, I just feel like, he said that in a way where like he knew she was self-conscious about being flat chested. And like, he was saying like, you know, I can't judge you on wanting to, you know, do the outside stuff to your body when I don't have the fucking balls to stand up for myself. I think that's what he was trying to say. Like, he's like, you know, because when she was saying, you know, you did good by our daughter, you told her all this stuff, and I guess he was, you know, speaking truth. And it's like, it was almost like she finally recognized that he had the courage to do something.
Which I thought, if we're gonna go to that scene, I thought that was a coolest scene in the movie.
Oh, when everybody was like,
when he's talking to his daughter, like, if I ever have to have that conversation, I will probably use this conversation. Yeah, because it was just as logical and heartfelt as, in my opinion, as it could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even though he's like, according to me, I never want you to do it, but you're not gonna be little forever. Yeah. He said, just know you only get one first time.
Yeah, so make it mean so, because there's always going to be other times. There's only going to be one first, so make it mean something.
And I was like, yo, like, that's some cold shit. Because me as a father, of course, you don't want that. You know what's going to happen, but you don't want it to happen to your daughter. Yeah. And of course, you know the way guys are in these times, these days. You know, everybody's trying to play around with their own shit. So it's like, look, man, I can't stop you from doing it, but at least make it worth it to you. Yeah. Fuck him. Make it worth it to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, stepping back from the movie itself and just thinking about the actors and shit like that. That scene when when this actress is playing the mother and she's listening to the daughter tell this thing about how she or her mom doesn't understand her. She doesn't listen to her. She never gets her and stuff like that. And like she's sitting there listening to it. She can't say anything, but you could see it in her face, that whole like her heart breaking because she's realizing like she doesn't have a connection with her daughter and all stuff. And she starts crying. And like people don't give actors enough credit. Like that's not really her daughter. That's not an actual heartfelt conversation. She knew this conversation was coming up by looking at the script for a long time.
True.
But in that moment, she had to.
It felt real.
Yeah, it felt real. She had to react as if she was getting her heart broken by her daughter in that moment. I saw that. I was like, God damn, that's fucking good acting right there.
That was, I mean, the whole movie was great, but that's the dopest part of the movie, in my opinion. Just the whole breakdown of it, the whole quietness, the talk, everything. That
scene. And there's one other scene that I thought was dope.
And I know where you're going. If I know you, I know the other scene you're talking about because I thought that was dope too. But
okay, so so that's going on with this family, and like, so after that scene, it brings me back to this conversation I had with Big Les when we was at Friendly's.
Hell yeah!
So 8 Mile had just come out.
Okay,
and we were talking about the movie, and he was like, "Yeah," he goes, "It was good," because I didn't think that was that great. I mean, Eminem was just being himself. He's just being himself. Like he's just acting like himself. And like, I was trying to get him to understand, like, yeah, he's acting like himself, but that's why it's great because he's coming across as himself in the movie. Like you don't get that when he's being heartfelt and having these emotions, that on the other side of him is a giant camera and a fucking director and all this crew standing behind him with lights and all this shit. Like he's got to drown all that shit out and just be in that moment.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't get with acting. Like they act like it's so easy that everybody can do it. But like when you see a scene like this scene in the movie, it's like, no, there's levels to this shit. Yeah. And like to be able to drown out all that extra shit and then pull from this emotion in your own life. Like I'm sure that actress has never had that scenario happen in her life where her daughter had to confide in her dad that her mom doesn't understand her. So she had to find some kind of pain in her past, some kind of hurt. And then when this scene came up, pull from that memory and let it just show on her face and come forward.
Let it look natural.
Yeah, it's fucking masterful shit. Like that's.
And her daughter said something at that part too that I thought was cool that I'm gonna use later on when we talk about some other stuff. She said, "You love mom too much to see how much of a bitch she is."
Yes.
And I'm gonna come back to that later on when we get to the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So then the last character we got to talk about is homie that showed up without the girlfriend.
What his name was, Beno or
Ben? His name is Benoit.
Okay, Benoit. There you go. Yeah,
Benoit, but everybody calls him Ben. And like, he felt like the most innocent out of the entire group. Like he felt he was the most, but like of everyone else was hiding shit because they were pieces of shit. But he was hiding something because he was trying to protect himself and the person he loved. And that was like when that revelation comes of why his girlfriend wasn't at the party, bro, I was on the couch. I went, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I said the same thing. Yeah, because when that phone call, when that text came through, because and this was to me was another cool part of the movie because his friend switched phones with him to protect himself.
Yep.
And when it came out, he had to protect his friend. And I was like, that's dope as hell.
And that's that other scene I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, where he was just like, he made that choice in his head, like, this motherfucker protected me. Now I got to protect him.
Yeah. And he was dealing with it. Like, he was willing to walk out his wife, everything, just to bear that burden. And even when the dude was starting to get worked up, he was like, calm down. Like, to take that shit, I was like, yo, that's even though you're a fucking douchebag,
yeah,
that's a fucking friend right there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because his wife was going the fuck off. And then even homeboy, you fucking fag, this, that, whatever. And he was like, so what are you saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's protect, because he has to play the role that he is what the other guy is. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is crazy.
And that was okay. So now that we've gotten the gist of everyone's characters, let's see how these motherfucking stories interact, because that's where the shit gets fucking juicy.
Yeah.
That's where this movie fucking turns up.
Yeah.
Because mind you, again, for those listening, this movie takes place in an apartment. That's the entire movie is just in this apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But they got to make this one scene, whatever, like interesting. So they take it in different directions, but like it's just the acting. The acting is so good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see how these lives start interacting with each other.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go with the broken down couple, the black dude and his wife.
Okay.
So again, they're arguing because, you know, it comes out that the girl was fucking around on Facebook virtually with some dude.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's flipping out on her. And then next thing you know, that text comes in to his phone, which is actually the single guy's phone.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, it's just my friend Julian from work. You know, he's texting me and stuff like that.
He said we had an argument earlier, you know, I'll talk to him later.
I thought I was kind of suspicious, but I wasn't sure when he started getting really worked up.
Yeah.
For no reason about a friend named Julie. He goes, no, he shouldn't be calling when he's at work.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to like stand up for him. You could clearly like, again, we know because we were watching, like we know that he's actually, that's his phone.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know, trying to play the scenario for his friend, but like all of a sudden it comes out that he's gay.
Look, man, I can't get that shit out of my head just because he could have did so much. Like he could have reacted like, yo, this hit my fucking phone, took the blame, like, yeah, that's pussy on my phone, whatever. And he was just like, nah. It's like, so what are you saying? He's like, nah, it was just one time. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like he was ready to eat every bit of them bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I mean, like shit, you can't ask for a better friend than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. When he did that, I was like, yo, that's a G right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say this all the time and I use it to describe a lot of people, not necessarily in my life, but people I see their relationships and shit like that. And some friends are the ones that are, if you're crying on the curb because some shit happened to you, some friends are going to walk up to you and be like, yo, what's going on? Like, you okay? Everything good? Like, let's go grab some ice cream. Let's talk about it. Like, let's figure this shit out. Like, let's do this. Then other friends see you crying on the curb. They just walk over and like, yo, who we fucking up right now? Like, where we going? Who we going to go fuck up? And like, this is the scenario where he's just yo, who we going to fuck up right now? He didn't ask any questions. He didn't do anything. He just said, all right, this is the situation we in. I'm going to handle this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like the movie was written. I can't even say written. Just acted so well.
Yeah, performed.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because even though it was written on paper, you have to act that scene out, and it's almost like it felt real. You know what I'm saying?
This whole movie felt super realistic.
Yeah,
I can see this scenario happen.
Yeah, like just imagine being at the table, like, you know. Even if it's me, you, and our other friends that we know and everything else, and then it happens to come out, and it's like, you know, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he could have been like, that's not my phone. It's this motherfucker's phone.
Yeah, like he could look at him like, yo, you're gay? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But he just sat there and ate it.
Yeah, he was just like, he was like, and in his face, you could be like, oh, that's why he didn't want to switch.
Yeah.
He's like, Then he's like, all right.
Here we go.
Yep, let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah, man.
I mean, as Ben, like having to sit there and just
hear all the ridicule.
Yeah, and he says it. He goes, "I've been taking your jokes since I was in third grade." But I would hear him, but I would brush him off because he knew how he was. He just, they're just joking. They're just joking. Yeah. But like having to sit there as an adult and hearing this shit because everybody's either drunk or emotional. So the truth is all coming out. And it's just like, you know, they're directing it at him.
Yeah.
But I know it's for me. And I just got to sit there and be like, all right, these what these motherfuckers really think about me?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are these really my friends?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why even at the end, he's like, when he said his piece, he was like, don't apologize. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
You said how you felt. I get it. I'll be on my way. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
And then they asked him, like, hey, is that why you were
Fired as a gym
fired
teacher.
as a gym teacher?
Yeah.
He goes, look at how all my friends reacted.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine if you were my colleagues at this, Christian or Catholic school.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I mean, if you, God damn, like when your friend says something, when you realize, like, okay, because you're emotional, so you're saying shit without thinking about it, and then you realize that, like, oh, it's not him, it's him. He's been hearing me say all this shit that he knows how I feel now. Like, that's gotta fucking eat away at you. Like,
man, you talk about just want to go sit in the corner and cry because you're a douchebag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man.
Just, I don't know. I mean, I've never had that kind of emotional reaction to, homosexuals. You like guys, you like girls. Like, I could care less. I'm not into guys, so just don't hit on me. But we can go hang out. Fuck, we'll go to the club. I don't give a shit. But like, I'm not into guys. That's all.
So whatever you do in your personal time is your business. You know what I'm saying? You're still a human being to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like, just to hear the true thoughts
of the people that you consider your friends.
Yeah.
Your closest friends for 35 years.
Yeah. Drunk words are sober thoughts.
Yeah.
And that's what he got a taste of.
He was in the corner getting boxed up by Mike Tyson at that moment. He had to take it.
What were you thinking was going through his head when he was like, nah, I ain't switching phones. I ain't switching phones. Because we didn't know that then.
Nah, I just thought, I honestly thought because he said it, he was like, she's my friend too. So I just thought he respected the relationship and was like, don't put me in the middle of your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm cool with both of y'all. That's what I got. You know what I'm saying? But
then he switched it because he had to go do these jumping jacks, these terrible ass jumping jacks. Man, I was trying to take off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we had a thing set for his jumping jacks to try to lose some weight, and his boy just swapped the phone. He's like, yo, I did it already. He's like, what? And then but he could have easily made a scene, and he was just like, all right, this is what we're doing. So then when the picture came with the naked woman, he was like, he knew, like, he just, in his head, he was like, okay, I can absorb this, but he's looking at him like, motherfucker, that's what you're doing to her? That's what you're doing to your wife?
Yeah. Yep. No, yeah.
That's crazy that you got, to paint your friend into a corner like that. Because of your selfishness.
Because of your stupidity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or selfishness, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't get it. I could never do that to you without warning you first.
Nah, I definitely have to warn you. Like, hey, I'm letting you know right now. You got 10 tickets before this is about to happen. And I need you.
Yeah. My spot's about to get blown up.
Yep.
And whatever happens, just I need you to have my back.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then it goes.
It is. Yeah. It is what it is. But like homeboy looking in the window.
Yeah.
And I looked up like,
what do you like? The wife got her spot blown up because, she was fucking around on Facebook, with a dude. And then again, she thought he was gay. And then she realizes that's not his phone. That's Ben's phone. Then she's like, all right, if that's Ben's phone, that means you were getting, that was your phone. They got the picture that had the picture. And then it's like,
I don't know. They had the whole monologue about what happened to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much distance between the two of them. And they're trying to make it like they're so close together.
Yeah.
And they're really, really not, you know what I'm saying? Because at that moment, she had found out that, or she thought he was gay. She found out that the other dude was having a baby behind his newlywed wife. And she walks in the bathroom and then her phone goes off about the Facebook text.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, now it's your turn because she was clean on that longer to that moment.
Yeah. She just looked like a drunk wife because her husband doesn't want to have sex with her. That's what she looked like the entire movie.
Yeah.
And so until you found out, hey, she was fulfilling, not necessarily fulfilling her needs, but getting some endorphin rushes somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then he was like, hey, are you wearing panties right now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
He's like, are you?
I mean, how
funny.
like it just boggles my mind that there are people out there who can, because they know they're not caught in that moment, they can unleash fucking vitriol and hate towards someone else, even though they're guilty of similar shit.
Look, you want to take it to the Bible, it says he without sin cast the first stone. Can't none of us do that.
I mean, but isn't it worse if you're casting stones and then people find out, hey, your home is just as dirty? Isn't that worse?
His home was a fucking tsunami. It wasn't just as dirty.
Yeah.
Because are we going into it right now?
The newlywed couple?
The taxi driver?
Yeah. Okay, let's go into it. Because first of all, his girl, again, she was the youngest of the group. I think she was the prettiest of the group. You have your opinions. Your opinion is wrong. But
fuck that. I like the no titty bitch.
But no, like they were when you first meet them, they're a fun-loving couple. They just, you want to try to race up the fucking elevator and stuff like that. Like they're enjoying life. So it almost makes you feel like, yeah, I'm jealous of this couple.
Yeah,
they're in love. They're newlyweds. They're having fun. And then
the phone goes off.
First of all, okay. So first of all, she got the text about her ex-boyfriend, and again, we established that like it's terrible, but in the scheme of this whole movie, your ex-boyfriend you were close with is asking you for advice about this new girl.
Yeah,
it's not the worst thing in the world. It sucks. Not the worst thing in the world. But then you find out taxi driver
he's got a baby on the way from the dispatcher.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With the fake boobs.
Yeah. So he's the big fake boobs and tattoos and all this shit. Like basically everything the other girl wasn't.
Yeah. And
so he looks like he's just fucking around. And then they're like, oh yeah. Then he gets a call from a jeweler. Said, hey, how was that necklace? It was good. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. And then he said, how about the earrings? Because the necklace was for the girl that he was with.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, were the earrings good too? And in your head, did you think he gave the earrings to the dispatcher?
Yeah, I did.
I assume the same thing too.
Look, that shit was the Mike Tyson punch of the movie. There was a lot of them given, but that one was a knockout.
I thought, so when you found out that Ben was gay, I was like, holy shit. Like, that was a twist and a half. But then this one was the fucking uppercut, put you on the ropes, give you the elbow, that arm back.
Man.
Damn.
Because when she grabbed him and drug him in the room, I'm like, they're protecting their friend right now. Like, how could you do this to her?
Yeah, because one girl went into the bathroom with her, locked the door. And I thought she was going to take him like, you motherfucker, you going to do this to my friend? The fuck is wrong with you?
Because she smacked the shit out of him. And I was like, and I'm thinking, maybe in other culture, other countries, you can smack the shit out of another woman's man. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if y'all are all close friends.
Yeah, yeah. But when she pulled the earrings off, I was like I literally jumped on the couch, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit,
man,
bro. And that's why this movie is great, because you didn't see these twists coming,
man,
like, at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, man.
My God, he was not only fucking around on his newlywed wife with the girl from work, but he was fucking around with his best friend's wife.
You fucking oh, that's grounds for death. And then what made it so cool is when the husband looked at her and looked at him. It was like,
yeah, he was looking at these reactions, like. And to me, he was like, at the end of the day, he was the cleanest of them all. Oh, I had to go to therapy to work on my marriage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's all you had to do? Cool. Look, like, I'd rather be that motherfucker.
Look,
But here's the thing. Not only did he get the girl from work pregnant, no, not only was he fucking around on his wife with the girl from work and got her pregnant, but he was also fucking around with his best friend's wife, and the motherfucker is homophobic because he was going off.
Yeah.
He's like, we've known this motherfucker for 35 years, and now he's just telling us, fuck this motherfucker. I was like, man. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the thing is, at the beginning of the movie, he's like the most fun-loving guy. He didn't take shit too seriously.
Yeah.
Like, hey, just roll with the punches. I want to eat bread. This motherfucker is cooking foie gras and milk, and I don't want that shit.
Yeah, making all kind of crazy shit. Does like the food is fucking terrible. He's like, what do you say? Is broccoli puree?
Yeah, is broccoli? The fuck, broccoli?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so like,
and then,
yeah. Go ahead.
Now, so even had the oysters, and he told the gay dude, "Hey, give me your plate. You like this?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck is this? The girl was like, "What's this black stuff?" Because it's squid ink. And it's the oysters.
Oh man.
Yeah, like. Side note, their dinner was reminding me of when I had dinner in fucking Germany. Just the bread and all of the cheese board when they were all eating the different cheeses, cutting way too many big slices of cheese.
Look, but like I never thought I'd love cheese until I had a whole cheese tray, and you see the most fucked up looking cheese.
Yeah,
but the shit is so good.
But no, here's the thing. I love cheese. Okay, love it. But you gotta have some etiquette. You can't be cutting slices that big for yourself.
Yeah, they was being greedy as
come on.
They was being greedy as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
If you're in Asian families, if you have one piece of whatever left, we will cut that motherfucker into 25 different pieces because you don't want to be the person to take the last piece. You would just keep taking smaller pieces until
Look, you need to know is my favorite thing to eat when I'm over there. When it comes to the produce, I always get a cheese tray. I get tomatoes, mushrooms, and salami. It's a ranch dressing. I'm good. I eat that every night. I'm just eating. It's great.
Dude, the first day that I was there, when we were still waiting for you to get over, it was just me and Yanina and Aurelia. For dinner, we just had a cheese tray with some salami, some bread, and some tomatoes. And we got done. We were eating, and I was like, damn, I need to do this more. Like, if I have just a good sized lunch, and then this is dinner. But then I had to remember, like, hey, the bread and the vegetables are different over there. Like, I might not get the same, sustenance over here.
Yeah,
fucking around with this Publix French bread and shit.
Man.
But yeah, man. I mean, like, do you know people? Yeah, you gotta know shitty people like him. You might be the shitty person.
I was about to say I've done some shitty shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait. Like what shitty person? Because if I had to identify with somebody, it would be the dude that's took it for the gay dude.
Yeah, I can see that. First of all, you're both black.
Not even that. I'm just always doing some shit I don't need to do. And I know that I can say it. I'm always doing something I don't need to be doing. Yeah. All the time. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I protect my friends more than I protect me. So I would be that character. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and this is gonna sound super like virtuous, super like, oh, you're just picking the nice guy. But I honestly identify with the titty doctor. Like, I feel like, and again, you know me, I feel like the worst thing I'm gonna do is go do some shit I don't want to do to try to make my marriage better. Like, I might break the sanctity of our relationship, i.e., going to a therapist when my wife is a therapist, because I'm trying to make my marriage better.
Honestly, you know what I thought you probably didn't think about saying it because of gender, but I thought you just said you identified most with the fun-loving girl, just easy-go-lucky, having fun.
I can see that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that too. But
even though there's nothing going on with you and your ex, you still would help just because it's in your character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not gonna let anyone drown, especially if I had a connection with them.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let them drown, especially if I know I'm not trying to get shit from them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been in that scenario before. I'm not gonna say names. I can say names. My
should you? Look, I think that was a sign from God. You burped when you were about to speak.
Shut up. I fuck up right now. All right, Lord. Just don't worry. Don't strike me down right now.
The South Park. He is Lord. He is Lord. 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 Oh man, give me 350.
I just turned around and it was the goddamn Loch Ness monster. And
Man.
I was like, "What do you want from me?" I said, "I need about 350."
We need some help, man.
That shit is fucking so good. Actually, I was watching a bunch of South Park yesterday, and it was when they when Stan's family moved out of South Park and opened up Integrity Farms.
Oh gosh, I remember that episode vaguely.
Dude, he was like one of the guys that were from Big Vape.
Mhm.
They were trying to buy his stuff. They're like, "Hey, we like your product. We want to use it." He goes, "No, you think I want to sell my product and use them in your pussy sticks?"
Oh man, hell yeah.
But yeah, okay, so I mean, everybody like in this everybody had fucking secrets.
Mm-hmm.
And it all just stemmed from just one, the wife was drunk and was just trying to call out her husband because obviously they knew that they were both, being contentious at the time. But like it stemmed from the idea that if you have a strong relationship, you shouldn't have anything to hide.
Yeah.
But then by the end of the movie, you realize if you love someone, you protect them. And sometimes protecting them means hiding some shit.
Yeah.
You don't want them to know about.
And that's like the ending to me was so significant because even though it switched up at the end and it made it seem like the whole dinner table never happened and everybody was all happy go lucky and everything was the way it was when they got there, I still felt like the surgeon doctor or whatever you call him, I still feel like he knew something was going on between his wife and the happy-go-lucky dude.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I think like he knew something was going on, but still couldn't piece it together. And when he saw the old couple, I think that was like a sign that you don't get old by accident. You know what I'm saying? It's a job. Marriage is a job.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to hide some shit to protect your business, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because marriage is a business too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you want that longevity, sometimes you might have to overlook these suspicions and these questions you have in your head.
Yeah.
That, I mean, and again, they're just questions. They're just suspicions. You don't have any solid proof. So are you gonna kill yourself over trying to get solid proof? Or are you going to be like, I don't know, so I can't let it ruin my marriage until I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, okay, so the reason why the ending of the movie is a mind fuck is because at the beginning of the movie, they talk about there's a solar eclipse or there's an eclipse happening that night. And so that's why they're all getting together. They're going to meet this wife. I mean, the dude's new girlfriend or ends up being a boyfriend. And and they're going to try to take pictures of the eclipse. And then it says, when the eclipses happen, sometimes weird things happen.
Yeah.
And so you see this whole movie play out, all these secrets come out. And then all of a sudden at the end, it flips.
Yeah.
And you realize, oh, none of that actually happened. They never actually played that game. They never actually had that big blow up with each other. And that was just a figment of the eclipse, which I thought was dope.
Yeah, so did I.
Well, like, when did you realize that that nothing happened? Or when did you start questioning, like, hey, what the fuck is going on?
When he got up to the elevator and said, I beat you. And she's like, good job, babe. And I was just like,
yeah, me too. I was like, the fuck just happened? Because right before she puts on her lipstick and she leaves, she goes, Ben, yep, you're right. Protect your person you love. This person, you're going to be I told your mom, you're going to be an amazing husband, or you got a baby coming along. Wish her the best, all this stuff. And she leaves. And they're like, motherfucker, go after her.
Yeah.
So he runs and he goes down. He goes, hey, I beat you. She goes, good job, babe. And I was just like,
at that moment, I was like, was this all a trick? Like,
Yeah, I saw that. I was just like, what the fuck just happened?
yeah, because then the gay dude comes down, and the black dude and the white dude or the white girl, whatever, and everybody's like, what just happened? Did just happen? And at this
Yeah.
moment, I'm watching the movie like, yo, am I tripping? And
Yeah, because
then when they go,
he said something when the Ben walked out and they were like, is your girlfriend gonna make it next time? He goes, oh, I don't know, maybe. I was just
and
like,
there's like, she said, what's your name again? He was like, Julie.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I sitting there, I was like, what the fuck? I was still like, wasn't sure what was going on, and then when the wife they're up there on the balcony, she's like, yeah, and he goes, I really wish we could have gotten to play that game.
Yeah. Not it's like, oh, so they're showing you what really happened,
Yeah,
and the whole movie was,
what would have happened.
mm,
Like, yeah, we're showing you what we saw what would have happened if they played that game because
yeah,
clips, but it didn't actually happen.
yeah.
And what did the husband say? He goes, no, I'm not. He goes, I'm glad we didn't play that game for something.
He said, I'm happy we didn't play the game. What did he say? God, why can't I remember what he said? 'Cause he said sometimes to protect love, you got to hide things,
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah,
I know I got it wrong.
yeah. But then that's when he looked down, and the taxi dude is trying to get into the car, and they look at each other, and he's just like,
And that's what I'm saying. At that moment, I still that was like something doesn't feel right.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think that's one of those things where it just showed off that like these people aren't oblivious because when the guy raced down and met up with his girl at the elevator, and then when Ben walks out, you kind of get the feeling like they're just oblivious to all the shit going on in each other's lives. But then when you see that, you're like, oh no, they're not oblivious. They're kind of just like trying to protect each other, themselves or each other, so no one says anything.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, like, yeah, that was just like, what would you do to protect not only in marriage? What would you do to protect anything you love? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just are you going to turn your head to some things that you know are there? Are you going to bite these bullets for these other things that are coming at somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
I say yes, and here's the reason why. So with my first girlfriend, like, and I've said it before, but it was one of those scenarios where I should have broke up with her a long time before. I clearly knew she was cheating on me, caught her cheating on me, and somehow, I remember one time I caught her, right? And I called her out on it, told her exactly how it happened, and she denied it all. And then 2 weeks later, she finally confessed and said, yeah, like I did, like when you were saying that shit, I was like, how the fuck does he know this shit? But like, I remember the day that we argued about it and I was calling it out. And then again, spoiler, my ass was sprung and in love and naive. So I called her out on it. And then somehow I was apologizing. I don't know what the fuck happened. To this day, I still don't know what the fuck happened. But it was one of those things where all the signs were there. All my friends, my brother, everyone was telling me, hey, she's fucked up. You need to fucking let her go. You need to get rid of her. And in my head, I was like, I don't feel like I should. I don't feel like it's over yet. So I can't break up with her because you tell me to. I need to know and hear that it's over. Otherwise, I'm just going to try to run back to her. And I feel like that's one of those scenarios where, like, in order to protect the relationship, in order to whatever, you dismiss a lot of the shit that in your head you know is fucked up and is wrong until you instinctually inside know I can't stand with that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't fault anybody for doing that because, again, like, if I break up with someone because you told me to, then there might be this resentment where I'm like, yo, man, that was the love of my life and you fucking told me to break up with her. Or I'll be like, maybe it could have worked out, but I listened to everyone else and I didn't listen to my heart. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I look at situations that be like where you can know, or your homeboy or your homegirl can know that you're being done dirty. And they go through that fine line of, I don't want to tell them because it's not my place. Yep. I don't want to destroy the relationship because he's so happy and she's a douchebag, you know what I'm saying? Or she's so happy and he's a douchebag. But it's like, I look at it, if that was me, tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me. Because I'm going to tell you. And I don't care if I lose you as a friend or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when it's all said and done, because the truth is going to come out eventually.
Yep.
Even if it takes 20 years, you're going to be like, hey, my bad. Like I tried to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We lost 20 years of friendship because of your fucking heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So I mean, what would you do in that situation? If you were watching either your homeboy or your homegirl be played and you know what's going down, are you gonna like try to tell them, give them a little heads up, or just let it run its course and take it from there?
So I don't know about because I haven't been in that scenario, so I can't fully say what I would do if I knew my friend was being played. But in our relationship, we have that scenario where I saw some shit that was going on that was fucked up that you were doing. And I said, it doesn't matter if our friendship takes a turn for the worse. I'm going to let you know, hey, I know you feel a certain way and I know you feel like you should do some things or you should act a certain way and you have every right to act that way. But just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. And I had to trust in that. I had to trust and hope in the scenario, in the scenario that you would hear what I'm saying, be affected by what I'm saying, but also understand I am who I am to you. So I wouldn't be saying it for no reason.
And you came to me. Like you didn't go to the other party, but hey, Chris is doing some fucked up shit right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you came to me, and that's actually a vital point. Anybody watching or listening, if you watching your homeboy or your whole girl go through some shit, go to them directly. Don't go to the other half because you like to try to be a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because any dude that has homeboys that sees his homeboys playing their girl, if you go to their girl and to their girl that your boy's playing them, you're trying to fuck their girl.
Yep.
You need your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You go to your boy and tell him he's fucking up.
Yeah.
And that's what you did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if you go to the girl, all you're hoping is that she's gonna be like, all right, so what I got to do to help keep this a secret? But if you go to your boy, you're just like, hey, this is either you're doing some fucked up shit or you're getting some fucked up shit done to you. Either way, whatever's going on in the scenario, it ain't right. And you got a choice to make. And I'm letting you know that, like, I know what's going on. So depending on what choice you make is whichever direction our friendship goes after, it's based off of what you did, not what I did.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, this movie was a really good like exploration into relationships and how they intersect with each other, how friends who can be lifelong friends can still have, skeletons in their closet when it comes to each other.
Yeah.
It goes to show that like not everyone who says they have your back has your back. Indeed. And likewise, just because someone's hiding something from you doesn't mean they're not being a friend. Sometimes you hide something because the truth is gonna fucking kill them inside. Yeah. And you'd much rather take the heat yourself than to let them fucking die. Yeah. And I think in the end, true friends, if you're really good friends, you might lose some years, but you'll find your way back. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. So, the French, man, the French make good movies, bro.
I ain't gonna say I ain't seen the French movie because I really don't know, but this was surprising.
You never seen The Professional or Leon? You never seen The Professional?
With the black dude Leon?
No, not Leon the actor. The movie is called Leon.
Oh, nah.
The French dude from Godzilla? Yeah. That's Leon. But like he stars in the movie and it's Natalie Portman's first movie ever, but he plays a hitman and she's like a little young, like either prostitute or orphan, whatever. But then they, they bond together and create a relationship, whatever. And like, he's like a hitman for hire, but it's dope. But it's French. Fucking Kiss of the Dragon with Jet Li was written by a French dude, Luc Besson. The Fifth Element was written by a French. Like, man, listen.
Okay,
French.
I'm talking about French movies that were actually French. Like this was French in dubbed over.
Brotherhood of the Wolf. If you ever get, I have it. So again, go on Amazon Prime, go up to your list and look at like the library. And if Brotherhood of the Wolf shows up, watch it. Okay. It's on my Google Play, but if it shows up there, watch it. It's fucking dope.
Gotcha. Man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I guess is this final thoughts?
Yeah, final thoughts. What did you take away from this movie?
Ooh. What did I take away from this movie? Shit.
Yeah.
Just stop doing dumb shit. Because if you think about
hold on. Wait a sec. Give me 1 second.
What did you do?
No. I'm just gonna. Okay. So. Oh no, that's wrong. Wrong camera.
So that's on you.
Yep. See his camera. All right. So that's. All right.
I see the camera. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's you right there, right, Chris?
Yeah, see me.
All right, so when you say this, say it to yourself in camera.
I say it to myself every morning. Whether I follow it or not, it's a whole different story. But stop doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
But no, because if you think about the movie, at the end of the day, it's all dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like nobody had a valid reason for what they were doing, except for the gay dude.
Yeah. He was the only one who had a valid, good reason for, holding secrets.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he didn't trust his friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he was proven right.
Yeah.
He was, man, I still just because you see that whole scenario going on and like everybody arguing and, the F word being thrown around like crazy. Mm-hmm. And he's just got to sit there knowing all this shit is aimed at me. I know it's aimed at him right now, but all this shit is for me. And all these are all my friends. And I got
man. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess my final thoughts for the movie is because even when the black and white couple, she said, just leave me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want me, just leave me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she was doing the same shit. If you don't want him, just leave him too.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they actually really wanted each other. They just got so much distance between the two of them.
Yeah.
Because they never actually physically cheated. They just were online.
Yeah. They were just like trying to, goddamn, my hair looks fucking shitty. They were just trying to like get this, I don't know, this sense of like danger, this sense of suspense in their life that they were missing because they were, they had his mom in the way and there's just this distance between them. I think for me, my big takeaway is, God, treat the people you love right. Just treat them right. And if you don't treat them right, like let them go. They're not. It's selfish to treat the people you love like shit, but then to be untruthful about it and string them along. It's fucking selfish.
It is.
And it hurts my heart. I think selfishness might be one of the top 3 things I hate most. Is the fact that people will string the people they love, the people they care about, innocent bystanders along in order to protect this this sense of lust and this sense of danger that they value in their life. I don't know. It's nuts.
Indeed.
Yeah. That's Nothing to Hide, and boy, yeah, that movie lives up to its name.
On Netflix.
Yeah. Netflix, and you can watch it in a bunch of different languages. I recommend watching it in French. I mean, just I feel like the words just try it. Watch like 20 minutes of it in French, and just like I don't know, it just comes across differently.
No, honestly, I mean, because I felt the same way you did. Like if like the English emotion might not pull out what I'm seeing,
Yeah.
but they actually did a good job on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me check it out. All right, so that's Nothing to Hide. That was this week's movie for Sarath and Chris's movie therapy podcast. Next week, it's my choice. Now I have two movies lined up, and I'm not sure which one I want to do. Mind you, they're pretty new. They're newer movies. They're both recently added to HBO Max, so they'll be there for a little bit. And one is an indie movie that I've kind of heard about in the ether, but never heard anything else about it other than the name of it. And I heard it was good. And then when I saw the cover, the girl in the movie kind of made me like excited because I like her as an actress, Alicia Vikander. I don't know if you ever seen Ex Machina, bruh. If you've never seen Ex Machina, watch Ex Machina. It's got her, it's got Oscar Isaac and Domhnall Gleeson. Man, she was also the new Lara Croft in the new Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I know you're talking about. I'm just not okay. You know what? I know I haven't seen it then.
Yeah,
I didn't see her until Lara Croft.
Yeah, if you watch it, dude, that movie's dope. She got a fucking Oscar nomination for that shit. It was fucking dope, really good. And so that's good. And then so she's in one movie, but then the other movie I have heard of, and I remember hearing about it and seeing that it was going to be in theaters. So I was kind of curious about watching it, but I never did. So I'm not sure which one I want to. God damn it.
You want to flip a coin?
I'm trying to decide if I want to flip a coin or if I'm just basing it off the covers. Which one? I don't know. They're both very interesting fucking covers. God damn it.
See, you be thinking too much. You always trying to go with the logical decision.
Nah, I like movies. So I want to watch. Yeah, you're right. I am thinking too logically. God damn it. All right. I gotta flip something.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a coin. I'm cheap.
We just go with it. I got a coin here, but it doesn't count.
Yeah. Flip it. Heads is the first movie. I'm saying it in my head right now. And Tails is the second movie. I'm saying it in my head right now.
How do I know what that is? You gotta say
whatever. You gotta tell me heads or tails.
You gotta say the titles.
All right.
For the camera.
No, because I don't want people to be like, oh, you should have watched that other movie instead. And if I say the title, then in their heads they may be making an assumption of, should we should have watched this movie instead of the other one. So I don't want that.
All right, I'm gonna trust you.
All right, so
ready?
Heads is the first one, Tails is the second one.
Here we go. Heads.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's the movie with Alicia Vikander. And the movie we're watching is called
Blue
Bayou.
Interesting.
And the cover has this Asian dude and her, and there's and a little girl, and in the reflection on the window is a New Orleans PD.
I'm looking it up right now. Blue Bayou. All right, I got it.
Yeah, and I heard it was good. I heard it was actually really good. So,
all right, this is what we're doing.
And so the reason why I was interested in this one, because I heard it was good, but two, like they don't look like a traditional couple.
You're trying to show your Asian people some love, but it's all good. I support it. Nah,
Listen, first of all, that might be a little bit true. It might be a little bit true, but no, but like, okay, so they're not a traditional couple, but because that New Orleans PD is in the window reflection, obviously they're getting pulled over. The question is, why are they getting pulled over?
Interesting.
So,
and this is HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So again, that just piques my interest of what put this group of people in the scenario that they're being pulled over right now, and how does it affect their scenario, and why is it called obviously Blue Bayou? I think New Orleans, so it's got a Cajun feel to it. But yeah, all right, I'll hold off on the other one till next time. But that other one, whew, yeah.
There we go.
All right. So next week, Blue Bayou on HBO Max. This week, Nothing to Hide on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, so it should be on there for however long. But yeah, that was it. And go watch it.
Yeah. It was definitely a good watch. You won't be disappointed.
No.
It'll keep you interested.
I almost dropped my drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll keep you interested. And then again, if you like dramas.
I mean, if you like movies, you know what I'm saying?
Right. If you're an early teen, you might turn it off after the first few, just because, some teens ain't mature.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Depends on how much you want to expand your brain. That's all.
Yeah. But
how much patience do you have? Do you want instant gratification of scrolling up on Facebook? Yeah. Or do you want to sit and watch an actual real movie?
Chris be swiping left and right on Grindr and shit.
I don't swipe shit. Now Grindr, that's shit. That's on you. Only Grindr I want is back in Massachusetts.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. Only Grindr I want comes with mayonnaise.
That's even worse.
Why? Mayonnaise is good, especially that one on the Grindr. That shit's special. That shit's special. And I'm telling you, man, that shit comes from cows with 8 nipples.
Only reason why that's funny is when I took Keisha up there and she bit it. She said, "There's something in this mayo."
Yeah, that motherfucker is, man. Listen,
look, anybody from Massachusetts that gets a Grindr, yeah, there's definitely something in that mayo. It's definitely different.
It's not. This ain't Hellman's, motherfucker.
Nah. It ain't Hellman's. It ain't Miracle Whip. This is straight fucking.
I bet you. True shit. I bet you it's like government mayo.
It probably is.
But like, you grow up on it.
Shit.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, cool. So that's the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Again, it's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta.
And we are out. Turn this motherfucker off before Chris starts having an aneurysm.
Shit. I'm good to take this hat off my head.
Yeah, why did you dress in all gray today? Just out of curiosity.
Shit, it was the first shirt I grabbed, honestly.
It was the only clean shirt you got?
Oh no, I did laundry yesterday.
Whatever. I never, man. Listen, if it's the first shirt you grabbed, I feel like I would have seen it before. But you always have, black and red on. This
is actually a work shirt. I have to wear this and working.
It's the look just like every other shirt you wear.
Every shirt is a work shirt.
Man, get out of here.
I'm always working.
Man, you got all you dress in is solid colors because you don't want to wear nothing that make people judge you.
I'm never not working. Yeah. Just like Head and Shoulders. Never not working.
You're gonna have. I need to buy you like a Teletubby shirt.
How do you get the Teletubbies?
Just to see what people say about you. You pull up in a fucking your semi. All of a sudden you get out. You got a Teletubby shirt on.
No.
You're like,
nah, that's the worst.
You're like, where the coyotes at?
Shit.
Oh my man, not coyotes, lot lizards. Where the lizards at?
Nah, shit. I ain't fucking doing lot snakes, man. Shit. Lot salamanders. Man.
Fucking iguanas.
Yes, man.
All right, we out.